What does a free and independent press even mean anymore? In a world of fake news, YouTube, podcasts, and Substack, the press looks different than it used to, but it's still one of democracy's foundations. At its core, a free press protects us from censorship and propaganda. It means journalists can report facts without fear of arrest or government control. It means citizens get the truth they need to hold leaders accountable. This ties directly to free speech. If you believe in free speech, protecting journalists is kind of the next step. It's their job to communicate on the public's behalf. It's not just newspapers or TV anymore. Now it's podcasts, YouTubers, and independent writers. So the question becomes, who counts as press? And if they're press, who protects them and who checks them? Here's my view. If someone says they're commentary, then fine. But if they call themselves the news, then they should be held to a higher standard. Citizens need some baseline of trust in reporting, even if it's never perfect. Most of our news now lives on private platforms like YouTube or X. Should corporations decide what gets censored? What if you're quoting someone who used a curse word or a hard truth? Is that moderation or censorship? Disinformation makes it worse. Anyone can post a false headline like, NASA confirms the sun will take a 3-day weekend, and people will share it as if it's true. Deepfakes and AI images raise the stakes even more. Can everyday citizens really tell the truth from fiction on their own? Democracy doesn't just need national headlines. It needs people covering school boards, city halls, and neighborhoods. But many local papers and stations are struggling to survive. Public broadcasters like the CBC in Canada or the BBC in the UK show one possible model: independent but publicly funded. It's a fine line, government support without government control. Still, I think keeping local news alive is essential. When communities lose reporters, they lose a voice. Look at countries without press freedom. In Russia, China, or North Korea, the news isn't journalism, it's propaganda. Citizens are fed only what the government wants them to hear. That's not democracy, that's control. A free and independent press ties directly to other democratic pillars. Access to truth. The press delivers facts to the people. Free speech. Journalists exercise speech on the public's behalf. Checks and balances. The press is an informal check on power. Representation. Voters need facts to make real choices. And a free press doesn't mean it's always comfortable. Sometimes it exposes truths people or governments don't want to hear. But that's the point. Democracy can't survive without uncomfortable truths. So let me leave you with a few questions. In a world of podcasts, YouTubers, and deepfakes, who do you trust to bring you the truth? Should corporations be the new gatekeepers of speech? Or should citizens be trusted to sort fact from fiction themselves? And if press freedom is essential, what does protecting it look like in this new world? I don't know all the answers to these questions, but they're definitely something we are going to need to reflect on faster than I think we even thought before. Thanks for watching this part of our Essentials for Democracy series. If you found it thought-provoking, check out the other videos in the series. And remember, I'm making these videos just to highlight that democracy isn't automatic. It depends on us.